Good morning, beloveds. The heat has reasserted itself, and we are going to be back in the triple digits for the next week or so. Please make sure that you stay cool and drink plenty of water. Okay. Now, we are in for a two-parter today. It's July 27th. Our title is When There is Difficulty Letting Go of the Past 1. And we'll do part 2 tomorrow. So, no worries. Our author is Ursula Gestefeld. This is from The Breath of Life, 1987. Excuse me, 1897. Let me try that again. All right. I am no more what I was. I am newborn. I am awake to my eternal being in which is all glory and all power. What I was when I was asleep is gone. It belongs to the dead past. In the recognition of my possible divinity, I am resurrected from the dead. I leave in the tomb all that belongs there. I carry nothing of it with me. I desire none of it. I see that no soul cometh to the spirit except by the resurrection and the life. I am quickened from on high, and I rise above the regions of graves. I am not holden of any. I am not holden of them, neither indeed can I be. I am new. All things are new. My future is new. Though my soul journey is not finished, I know that my face is turned in the right direction, and the land of graves is behind my back. Through the quickening of spirit in me, I shall conquer as I go and find my home. I have no useless regrets. In my heart of hearts, I am thankful for the measure of wisdom which is mine today, and which my past experiences have brought forth to me. I desperately want to turn the page, but I'm not going to. Save that for tomorrow. I heard 2 lines in here that really kind of, if I want to say, shook me. Where was the first one? I leave in the tomb all that belongs there. I carry nothing of it with me. I desire none of it. That was one of the lines. And then the other one is, I have no useless regrets. Okay. So the title is when there is difficulty letting go of the past. And there are a lot of things that we want to leave in the past. We have experiences that have irrevocably altered us. And I think, well, I don't know. Until I read tomorrow's, I don't know. But those 2 lines, I leave in the 2. It's like, there are things that we hold on to far longer than is necessary. And so what she's encouraging us to do is, if we want to start a new life, if we want to start a spiritual life, then there are things that we are going to have to let go of. She says, I am reborn. I am born anew. Okay? So there are a whole lot of things that we want to let go of to be born anew. What is it that we need to let go of? When there's, I don't know. Like, I'm kind of like, I leave in what is it that we want to leave behind? What is it that we want to leave behind? All of the things that no longer serve us. All of the things. So the habits that no longer serve us. And here's the thing with habits. You don't break habits. You replace habits. So, and it takes about 21 days. So if there's a habit that you really want to let go of, you just have to put something in its place and then keep doing that. And she says, have no regrets. And so that's kind of one of the other things is, if we're going to leave whatever it is in the tomb that is no longer serving us and be born anew, then, because she says we're going to be quickened, how do you have no regrets? How do you have no regrets? Some of it is, if you have made messes and made mistakes, clean them up and make amends. And if that's not possible, then what you may just have to do is forgive yourself and move on. You don't have to forget the lessons that you have learned. All of us have made plenty of mistakes. I have been on this earth for enough years to know that everybody makes mistakes. And at a certain point, we just need to let go and understand, okay, I've made mistakes, but I can let them go now. I can move forward with my life. I have learned my lessons. I have incorporated my lessons. I have replaced those habits. The things that are no longer serving me, I don't let them occupy my time. So, when there is difficulty letting go of the past, part 1. Ursula Gestefeld. Really, honestly, I'm kind of, until I hear tomorrow, I don't know. Ugh. And then she may completely change my mind tomorrow. But what she says is, I leave in the tomb all that belongs there. I am quickened from on high, and I rise above the region of graves. So it's a reminder to us where our energy comes from, where our power comes from, where our love comes from. It's not coming from what no longer serves us. It never did come from what no longer serves us. It is coming through us from the Spirit. So, if we are going to do this kind of work, then what we can do, want to do, is to look around at our life and go, what no longer serves us, and what do I need to put it in its place? And then we need to cut it out and have no regrets about doing it. And that can include people, okay? You want to surround yourself with people who aspire to the life you want to lead, not the life you're leading, okay? So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. I'm not telling you to get rid of all your bad habits, but I am telling you to get rid of all the things that don't serve you any longer. And she is doing that as well. So I'm assuming she will give us the rest. And I'm just going to say that last line, I have no useless regrets. I think that's a reminder to us we can have regrets, because there are absolutely things in our life that we could have done. And I'm not going to shit on us. And we can regret those. But things happened in our life that we had no control over. There's no point regretting them. Okay? Learn the lesson. Put it on the shelf. Move forward. So, in my heart of hearts, I am thankful for the measure of wisdom that is mine today. And that's, I have no useless regrets. Those things that we couldn't control that happened to us, if we learn something from them, and in which my past experience have brought forth to me. So, the mission today, should we choose to accept it, to have no useless regrets. Okay? If there's something you could have done about it, do what you can. If there's nothing you could have done about it, you're allowed to let it go. Learn your lesson. Take up what it is from the experience that is useful to you now, and let the rest go. That's the mission today, should you choose to accept it. We'll find out the rest tomorrow. All right. Which is interesting that we're going to finish it on Friday. So we can go into Saturday with having let go of the past. We have reduce the difficulty of letting go of the past. All right. Oh, 2-parters. I wasn't expecting that. Okay. The other mission is the same mission I give you, which is the spiritual practice of taking care of yourself. Self-care. Absolutely self-care. So, I'm going to remind you to do something loving for yourself, do something kind for yourself, do something compassionate for yourself. And letting go of the past is part of that. Sometimes the most loving, kind, and compassionate thing you can do is look over your past and go, you know what? I had no control over this situation. I'm not going to regret it anymore. And then you can look at your past and go, yeah, I made a mess there. Let me do what I can now to make amends and clean it up, and then move forward. Move forward. Love, kindness, and compassion does include cleaning up messes. It does. But it also looks like taking a break. It looks like taking a nap. It looks like taking a walk. It looks like taking a deep breath before you speak. It looks like saying yes to things that push us a little bit out of our comfort zone. And it looks like saying no to things that drain us. If we're going to let go of the past, that's some of it. It's like, well, but you've always done this. Yes, but I don't have to anymore. Okay? No. There is a divine yes and there is a divine no. Use them both. It also looks like eating dessert first. Okay? Which means to me, don't save the good stuff. Burn the good smelling candles now. Write in the nice notebooks. Wear the good clothes, and all of that stuff. So don't save the good stuff. Your life is a special occasion. Treat it as such. And then I'm also going to remind you, since we are talking love, kindness, and compassion, that joy. Make room in your life for joy. No matter what is going on in the world, no matter what is going in your life, you deserve joy. Please make room for it. That is part of the self-care. All right. When you practice love, kindness, and compassion on yourself, you make room for joy. You also make room for God or spirit or whatever it is that you want to call it. And you create a well-worn path to the source of your own being, that spirit, which is the infinite source of love, kindness, and compassion. When you create that well-worn path to that source, no matter what happens, you've got a strong connection. So you can let that love, kindness, and compassion flow through you when you need a little extra and when you meet people that need a little extra. That's part of the self-care, and you deserve your own love, kindness, and compassion. Practice on yourself. When people see how you treat yourself, they are more likely to treat you that way. You teach people how to treat yourself. So treat yourself with the love, kindness, and compassion. Please. You're a beloved child of God. You deserve it. All right. The rest of the self-care suggestions are the usual ones. Do something to engage your mind and your body, whatever that looks like. I'm still biking because it's too hot to do anything else. I do encourage you to drink plenty of water. Hydration is super important, especially in the heat. I say that in the middle of the winter too, because, we get dehydrated from having the heat running all the time. But right now, oh yeah, it's hot. Drink plenty of water. Brain and body works better when it's well hydrated. I also encourage you to get early in your day bright light. I'm talking about that 7 to 9 in the morning, and I'm talking 5 to 10 minutes on your face. Okay? It will help to reset your hormones. You will have more energy during the day. You will sleep better at night. It's called a circadian rhythm. You can look it up. It is science. Trust me. And if you get up before the sun, artificial light will help too. Bright light. 5 to 10 minutes. That's it. All right. And then my last suggestion is my Ernest Holmes quote. Open the windows of your soul. Allow the breath of heaven to remind you you do live in heaven right here, right now. It's all around us all the time. If it is all God, and lately a number of our readers have been talking about that, God fills all the space, it's all God. It's easy to look in people that you love's eyes and see God looking back at you. Where the real work comes in is looking at every living thing and seeing God looking back at you. And then looking around at all the inanimate stuff and go, oh yeah, you know what? This is all God's stuff too. It will change the way you treat everything in your life. All right. And then maybe we won't have to let go of the past because we won't make some of the same mistakes that we have in the past, because we're looking around going, oh, it's all God. It's all God. It's also a reminder to us, that quote is a reminder to us that heaven is a state of mind. It is a state of consciousness. Once we learn that and we can look around and see God everywhere, heaven ceases to be a place we have to get to and can become any place we are. That, my friends, is a superpower. Once you learn to create heaven for yourself, that state of mind, that state of consciousness, then nobody can take it away from you. Absolutely not. That's why I call it a superpower. All right. And you can always take Emma's advice. Emma Curtis Hopkins, look for the good and praise it. And I can promise you, no matter what messy situation you walk into, you can look around and go, well, where is the good in the situation? Well, let me remind you. You've walked into the situation. You brought the good with you. You also get to, when you walk into messy situations, look around and say, what is mine to do? Just because you have walked into a messy situation does not mean you have to fix it. You may have a part to play in it. You do what is yours to do, and then you move forward. Okay? So, sometimes the only thing we can do when we walk into messy situations is bring our peace, bring our calmness, bring our attention. And that's it. You know what? Because we can't fix people. So remember that. Remember that. But take Emma's advice, look for the good and praise it. Like I said, no matter what situation you walk into, there's good there, especially if you're there. Okay. Where am I? Yep, no, I'm at the social media. We are Creative Life Spiritual Center, Creative Life Spark. I'm the running Rev Ryan on the social medias that I am on. Feel free to check them out. I will encourage you, if you want to know what's going on with the center, to email info@creativelife.org. That'll get you on the constant contact. The hot links are hot. So if it says click here now, it will take you right to the information that you want. I highly recommend the Soul Session playlist on the YouTube channel. The Creative Life YouTube channel. And I also, my absolute favorite book in the entire world from Ernest Holmes is this thing called You. There was not an audio copy of that, and I thought that was wrong. So you can go to either YouTube channel, look for the playlist that's this thing called You. It's 16 chapters. There's only one weird chapter, chapter 14, where a couple of my cats decided to start fighting. And so there's this moment, well, I will make a face and you will know what has happened. So, other than that, straight reading. No commentary, just a straight reading. So, and I did it because it's such a good book and I want everybody to be able to have access to it. Okay. And I do commend you, buy it and read it for yourself. Cause it's so good. But if you just want to listen, it's available. All right. And I'm at the part where I get to encourage you to have a great day, a wondrous day, a fantastic day, a magical day, an enchanted day, a wonder-filled day, an awesome day, a letting go day, a no regrets day, a leaving it in the tomb day, a consistent day, a conscious day, a consciousness day, a good day. And if that is too much pressure, simply have a day. You are enough just as you are. You are a beloved child of God. You are a brilliant light. You are a divine spark. You are spirit in motion. You are God in action. Or as Reverend Jesse likes to call us, you are a godling. Know the truth of your being. Explore the truth of your being. If we are going to let go of stuff, that's where the work starts. Getting to know who we really are, not who we've been told we are. All right? Explore the truth of your being. All right, beloveds. I am going to move into the process of my day. So I'm going to remind you, Reverend David should be on around 5 p.m. with you. I will be back with you and around 9 a.m. tomorrow because we do have a part 2. So it's extremely important that I get back here and do this because I'm like, I like to read ahead. And I don't on this book. I come into it fresh with you. So I'm not going to read ahead as much as I want to. I want to know what part 2 is. I'm going to stop talking now. All right. But I'll be back around 9 a.m. with you. Take care of yourself. Know that you are loved. And I will see you next time.